I penned a letter but forgot the address. Words spilled out but lost all finesse. It's a whisper that fades in the air, like I spoke to a ghost who wasn't there. Unsent pages fold into the night, a quiet echo dimming the light. I let them drift like stars in the breeze, hoping they find you beyond the seas. Your name fell against my shaking pen, the things I'd say if I could begin again. But silence feels softer than the truth, a melody broken since my youth. Unsent pages fold into the night, a quiet echo dimming the light. I let them drift like stars in the breeze, hoping they find you beyond the seas. Maybe it's better they stay unread, a locket of secrets held instead. Each unsaid word a token I save, a bloom of ivy grown on my grave. I wrote to knowing you'd never reply, a verse that cracks but won't say goodbye. Through the haze of time you still remain, an unfinished sonnet with a haunting refrain. I wrote your name in the fading sky with words that ache and ask me why. Each line I penned a quiet shout for all the things we left without. The coffee's cold but it feels like home. The silence hums where you used to roam. 1,000 letters live in my mind, but none I dared for you to find. I never sent the words I bled. They live between the lines unsaid. A paper heart that folds and bends, but can't quite make it to the end. The clock just turns, but it moves too slow, while shadows mark the places you'd go. I trace old maps where we'd once be, but time has blurred the memory. If I could seal time in an envelope, would you still read my quiet hope? A fragile voice through trembling pen, begging for the way back wrote your name on a paper sky, folded it up so it could fly. The wind caught it, but the truth stayed still. A heavy heart's got a way to kill. If I press pause on the days we had, would you still be there where it all went bad? These unsent letters in the drawer hold the words I won't say anymore. Scenes like fleeting moments from broken dreams. The air tastes sweet where the bitter grew. The past feels close when I think of you. If I press pause on the days we had, would you still be there where it all went bad? These unsent letters in the drawer hold the words I won't say anymore. Love's a sharp edge I can't confess. Cut my palms trying to hold my mess. The ink it bleeds but it doesn't scream. I live my life in a half-forgotten dream. My pages whisper when the night turns long. The ghost of us hums a softer song. Every sentence feels like an ache delayed, but I can't send what's already frayed. The colors fade and shadows yawn. Every word I spoke got lost in there, an echo of secrets we couldn't share. These unsent letters won't see the day, folded dreams that slipped away in the corners of my mind. They stay an endless line nerves tapped against my old glass pane. They played the rhythm of hearts in pain. I caught the tune and I sang aloud, but it vanished quick like a fleeting cloud. Pressed flowers in the pages, torn and frayed. Words I wrote but never sent anyway. Ink smudged like the tears I hid away. This heart a ghost town on a rainy day. I traced your name in the fogged up glass, watched it fade like footprints in the past. The room is full but I still feel the space. Your silhouette is etched and won't be erased. Unspoken lines linger in the air. Paper planes that never land anywhere. Every thought of you leads me somewhere cold. These letters unsaid and stories untold. The clock ticks loud, but the time won't heal the wound that whispers and what I feel. The quiet holds the weight of what's unsaid. These shards of dreams play games in my head. I light a candle just to watch it die. The flicker mirrors the light in my sky. Shadows dance like the echoes of your face. Even in their chaos, there's endless gray. Unspoken lines linger in the air. Paper planes that never land anywhere. Every thought of you leads me somewhere cold. These letters unsent and stories untold. Unspoken lines linger in the air. Paper planes that never land anywhere. Every thought of you leads me somewhere cold. These letters unsent and stories untold. On my windowsill lies a muted note, written in shadows, only memories wrote. It says nothing loud, but whispers the ache of words left unspoken, the hearts we mistake. I trace the creases, the stains still remain. teardrops, a bittersweet claim. The night held us close, now it holds me too. The ink's fading fast, but it's still all you. Folded edges sharp like the last embrace. Every line unraveled, a time and a place. In the paper silence, I hear your name, but the message unsent keeps playing this game. You left your sin tucked between every fold, warm like the summer, now bitter and cold. Letters unspoken pound in my chest, yet my hands won't deliver what hearts confess. Each word I scribbled weighed down by regret, 1,000 drafts of the love I won't let go gently away into the unknown, where silence reigns, where feelings aren't shown. If I send it forward and break this quiet, would it spark a tempest or settle the riot? This envelope holds what I cannot say. An unsent letter will keep hearts at bay. Traced your name in the frost on glass, dreams of moments that couldn't last. The echoes whisper where you stood. I'd hold them longer if I only could. Pages I never made it to send, stories of us that refuse to bend, fading in ink that the rain kissed away. Still, they're screaming what I couldn't say. The clock strikes 12 like a hollow ghost. I'm stuck between what I miss the most. Your laugh, your touch, the things unsaid, all lingering shadows in my head. Pages I never made it to send, stories of us that refuse to bend, fading in ink that the rain kissed away. Still, they're screaming what I couldn't say. Each line's a thread from my heart to you, unraveling truths I wish you knew. The past feels near but slips from my hands like seaside drawings erased by sand. Pages I never made it to send, stories of us that I wrote your name on the back of my hand. It slipped away like the shifting sand. Your voice echoes in an empty hall. When I reach, there's nothing at all. I keep writing letters that I'll never send, trapping my thoughts where the ink won't bend. Between the lines, your shadow stays, folding the corners of forgotten days. A postcard from a place I've never been, with words I wanted but couldn't pen. The silence lingers like a quiet stream, rippling through the edges of a dream. I keep writing letters that I'll never send, trapping my thoughts where the ink won't bend. Between the lines, your shadow stays, folding the corners of forgotten days. A faded memory tucked into a drawer. Each time I look, it's not there anymore, but the scent of you wraps me like a mist, a fragile goodbye in a place that persists. I trace my thoughts on a crumpled page. Time's a thief, but it can't disengage. The words are heavy, but still unsaid. A flood of whispers inside my head. I dreamed of sending you my thoughts, folded in paper, creased with love. But my hands shook when I picked the pen, so I kept it all inside. Again, these unsent letters pile so high, words I can't speak stack to the sky. They ache to fly and stay unseen, a quiet chorus in between. Your silhouette pulls memories close, faint whispers cling like morning ghosts. The echoes of what I never said linger louder in my head. Will these letters fade like the moon, lost in nights that end too soon? Or will they find their gentle Underneath the fading moon I write words I'll never send take flight on this paper thin as autumn air, whispers of feelings no one will bear. Oh, I never said goodbye the way I should, left 1,000 words unsaid. I would etch them in the stars, but they won't glow. A story of us, only I'll know. The silence you left echoes so loud. I trace your name in every cloud. Each line I write aches with your face. Time's just a ribbon I can't retrace. Dreams unravel like threads from my seams, falling into chasms stitched by dreams. What's unsaid hangs heavy on my skin, a fragile mess no one can begin. Oh, I never said goodbye the way I should, left 1,000 words unsaid. I would etch them in the stars, but they won't glow. A story of us, only I'll know. Put my heart inside a foreign tide, tried to send it hope, but it capsized. Songs I hum sound like distant cries. My unsent letter is where it lies. I wrote your name on the frosted glass, watched it fade as the moments passed. Streets were quiet like they held their breath, holding memories we've both left. A 100 words I'll never say, they sit unspoken on a rainy day. The silence hums like a fragile thread between the living and the things we've shed. If I could fold this into a star, a little light to find you wherever you are, in the thickness of the night, would it reach your heart and hold it tight? saw your face in a stranger's laugh, a shadow walking down a crooked path. It's strange how time can rearrange what once was simple now feels so estranged. These letters, they sit in a drawer. The ink feels heavier than it did before, but I can't seem to let them go. They're pieces of a past that still feels whole. If I could fold this into a star, a little light to find you wherever you are, in the thickness of the night, would it reach your heart and hold it tight? I found your words in an old shoebox, whispers folded under paper locks. They spoke of mornings we never had, of kisses kept, of hearts gone mad. And I wonder if you feel the same, if my letters now would burn like flames, each word undone, unraveled clear, every thought a ghost you'll never hear. The ink runs dry like the tears I hide in this quiet room where the world's outside. I trace the shapes of your crooked smile to keep you here for just a little while. And I wonder if you feel the same, if my letters now would burn like flames, each word undone, unraveled clear, every thought a ghost you'll never hear. The time we lost still fills my head like songs unsung, or words unsaid. In every corner your shadow stays, a haunting note I can't erase. And I wonder if you feel the same, if my letters now would burn like flames, each word undone, unraveled clear, every thought a ghost you'll never hear.